Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's Pick Card reading, we will find out, is the person on your mind happy with their current partner or not? This is a question that I often get in personal readings as well, so I decided to make a general video on this. You guys can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's find out whether or not the person on your mind is happy with their current partner. The tea leaves that came out for you guys are bouquet, which says compliments from an admirer. Then we have turkey, which says someone is behaving stupidly. And we have wishbone, which says a wish is granted. So one of the first messages over here, of course, with the presence of the turkey card, is that the behavior of this individual, especially their online behavior, has become very weird. So much so that not just you, in fact, a lot of other people also might have discussed this, that they're acting rather stupidly. In the sense that these days there might be an excessive amount of cringy content, honestly, that they post with whoever their current partner is, almost as if they're desperate to let everybody know that, oh, look, I have a new girlfriend or I have a new boyfriend, and I want everybody to find that out. Especially, I want group 1 to somehow be aware of it. And because it clearly is calling out the energy over here with someone is behaving stupidly, I feel like all of these attempts from their side make it rather obvious that this is all directed at you. They're just putting up a show for you, for your sake. I don't know, hoping maybe that you will feel jealous or whatever else it might be. But it is a show for sure, especially over here with compliments from an admirer, posting pictures of their new partner with cheesy captions or stories with their new partner, stuff like that. And the amusing thing is, what I just heard was that not a lot of people buy it. Like, people might be leaving likes on it for sure, but I don't think that people, including the people that might be mutual connections between you and this individual, they don't seem to be fully convinced that the relationship is as picture perfect as this individual might be displaying on social media. With a wish is granted over here, they might be acting like, oh, this is what I wanted, this is the kind of person that I always wanted for myself, and look how happy I am because I finally bagged a person like that. But it's just, it the word that I'm hearing is pretentious. Like, it does not seem genuine, it does not seem real, it all seems very fake, very over the top, and like I said, very pretentious. And of course, all of us are aware that there are a lot of couples who do indulge in PDA, but this isn't PDA. This is like I said, this isn't even that. This is something that's very cringy, and it looks like a fake show that has been put up. In fact, another message that I'm getting from these three cards is that whoever this individual is that the person on your mind is currently with could have been someone who they're dating only because this person could have showered the person on your mind with lots and lots of compliments. So because they were being worshipped so much, they were like, oh, okay, fine, I'll date you. And then now they're acting as if their wish has been granted. So it's very weird, this dynamic over here between the person that you're taking this reading for and their current partner. And definitely for some of you, it could have for sure been a case of their current partner showering them with compliments, basically begging them to give them a chance, and they finally did that. Weird. Okay, let's see what else do we get. So we have discovery, Angels of the Seven Chakras, which says power, truth, connection. And we have envy. You see how we have discovery and we have envy over here? And of course, we did have someone's behaving stupidly. So when you join these dots, it's very, very obvious that more than half of the time, the content that they're posting is, I mean, the hope behind it, the intention behind it is that you can discover it, that you can discover those pictures or those stories, or that somebody would send you screenshots, something like that, because the motive is not to enjoy the new relationship as such, but to make the ex feel jealous, which is you. And if they're doing all of this just to make you jealous, it doesn't really seem like they're doing it out of happiness. In fact, with envy and discovery over here, it's rather obvious that they do it that they're doing it out of spite. They're doing it to make you feel bad. Because if they genuinely were happy with this person, they wouldn't, care much about are you aware of it or not, group one. And it's highly likely that oftentimes this person has done stupid things, such as uploading a story, and then they'll make it visible just to the close friends list, but they'll purposely add you to the close friends list so that you can see a picture of them with their new partner. It's it's like it's beyond my comprehension how some people can behave like this, but that's basically how I see this individual behaving. And with power, truth, and connection, and especially because truth and connection over here is somewhat in the shadows of the envy card, sandwiched between what is right and what is a facade. Definitely, the way that this individual is portraying their current relationship with their current partner, it's not all like that. There are a lot of hidden truths in this connection. It definitely isn't all rainbows and butterflies like how they um, display it on social media or wherever else. In fact, with discovery over here, if at all it has happened that ever since you guys broke up, or if at all you've run into this person offline, while they are with their current partner, they could have purposely put on a show, holding hands, hugs and kisses and all of that. And the turkey energy comes into the picture because imagine this: you are out somewhere, you're buying groceries, and this person also comes there with their current partner. The minute that they see you, they raise their volume, and then, like I said, they start indulging in PDA, holding hands of their new partner, kissing their new partner, hugging their new partner, and all that while looking at you, like making sure that you are seeing this. And I do feel like it gives you the ick. It makes you super uncomfortable, and I feel like it makes you very irritated also. Like, okay, I get it, you have a new person in your life, you don't have to rub it in my face. But then you have to understand that the reason why they're doing it is so that you feel jealous. So if you are feeling jealous, group one, know that by feeling jealous, you are basically handing over this individual their victory on a platter. So don't fall for it. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have strength, the devil, and we have justice in reverse. This couple is definitely not as suitable for each other and not as compatible as they portray things to be. In fact, with justice in reverse over here, things are definitely not all right between them. Strength, along with the devil, is telling me that their new partner might actually be super controlling, very dominating. Both of them might be having a lot of ego issues, and so oftentimes they butt heads. There are a lot of ego clashes between them. There's a lot of putting down the other person, in fact, both people might suffer from some level of superiority complex or god complex. One or both of them might be narcissist. In fact, I would say that the person for whom you're taking this reading might actually be a narcissist, which would explain the bouquet energy earlier, that the first person who was, like all over them, oh, I like you so much and you're so beautiful, or whatever else it was, they were like, oh, fine, I'll date you, because they were expecting to then get that king or queen treatment for the rest of their life while they were with that person. But I don't think it turned out to be that way. The kind of treatment that they were hoping to get from their new partner is definitely not present over here with the strength and the devil card. In fact, there is a lot of toxicity in this new relationship. There are a lot of mind games. This connection, it might just be lust based for all you know, with the devil's energy, because there is no love over here. Not one card to tell us that there's any sort of love between these two. Whatever else, whatever it is, like I said, it's a sham. It's just pretense. It's just a display that they put on, that this person actually puts on to make you feel jealous. The fact that we have justice in reverse underneath envy tells me that this the narcissistic ex of yours, or whoever they are, even if not necessarily your ex, might have this belief that somehow you did wrong by them. You did something or you said something that you shouldn't have done. For example, let's say that if you decided not to commit to them, and even if you guys were, let's say, in a relationship and then you decided to call it off for whatever your reasons were, they think that you did wrong by them. So the first opportunity that they got to get into a relationship with somebody else, they grabbed that opportunity, and then now they want to make you feel jealous, almost as if they want you to know, look what you missed out on. This could have been us, but you blew your chances. So something along those lines. In fact, I won't even comment on the longevity of this relationship, looking at the cards over here with justice in reverse and the devil, because this is not a healthy relationship. This is a fake relationship. In fact, with justice in reverse and the strength card, both people might be getting something from each other, like besides love, of course. So, for this person for whom you're taking a reading, they're getting somebody to show to the whole world, oh, look, my girlfriend's all over me, and I'm so happy with her, and whatnot. And then, whoever this new partner of theirs is might also be getting something in return from this individual, whether it is sex or anything else. So, it looks like a very messed up barter system, honestly, and less of a relationship for sure, because in fact, with justice in reverse, there is no honesty in this relationship either, which is actually further clarified by the presence of the devil. Both people are master manipulators, and both people have found their way to each other. So, do not, absolutely do not fall for what this person is trying to show you on social media, especially because, like I said, it's all a part of a well thought out plan to make you jealous. This is not a good relationship, far from a true happy relationship. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group one. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group two. If you guys chose the second image, let's find out whether the person on your mind is happy with their new partner or not. Let's start by taking a look at your tea leaves. So the cards that came out for you guys are hammock, which says taking a vacation physically or mentally. Then we have flag that says do not be tempted to lower your standards. And we have wedge, which says someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Yikes, very interesting message over here, group two. So I do feel like for a lot of you, whoever this individual is, whom the person on your mind is dating right now, could have been someone who caused your breakup in the first place. And then after breaking up with you, this ex of yours started dating the very person who was the reason behind the breakup. The interesting thing to note over here is the energy of the flag card, which clearly says, do not be tempted to lower your standards, which is giving me two very clear messages. The first message, of course, is that whoever it is that you're taking this reading for, whoever it is that you have in your mind right now, is beneath your standards. And for however long it is that you were with this person, you were basically just compromising. Also, throughout the relationship, there could have been a lot of red flags in this person, which out of love you did not notice back then, or even if you did, you thought that maybe this person will work upon them and it won't be an issue after some time. But the flags, the red flags, were always present. And then the second message, of course, is that with the presence of taking a vacation and then the flag card, it does seem like whoever this ex of yours is, or like whatever the situation was between you guys, this might be the kind of person who always has a need to be with someone, who absolutely cannot bear to be by themselves. They cannot be single. They cannot remain single because it hurts them. It upsets them. That loneliness, that isolation, it haunts them. So the minute they break up with one person, immediately they're looking for a replacement. And in this case, maybe they didn't even have to look that far because, like I said, the third party was already present and they just had to, leave one person and pick the other person. And that's what they could have done. I don't know how exactly did their present partner create a wedge between you guys. Of course, for a lot of you, it could have been a classic case of cheating and deception. With taking a vacation physically, this person for whom you're taking a reading could have had sex behind your back with this current partner of theirs, and once you found out, you could have asked them to, fuck off, and then they started dating this person. I just heard lack of options. So whoever this individual is for whom you're taking a reading, they don't have a lot of options in their life. So whatever it is that they get, they're like, okay, yeah, fine, I'll date this person, fine, I'll date this person. So that's what's happening right now. Somewhere with do not be tempted to lower your standards, it feels like the person on your mind is also very, very well aware of the fact that this current partner of theirs isn't exactly to their liking. They could have done better. But since there are no other options around and they messed up whatever it is that they had with you, and they do not want to stay single, they do not want to be by themselves, that is why they could have entered into a relationship with this new person. With someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want, it seems like their current partner might be the kind of person who's very controlling, might be the kind of partner who does not like their friends at all. And in case you are still in touch with some of this person's friends, they could have told you the same thing, that ever since he has started dating her, we haven't really spoken to him, she doesn't let us talk to him, she doesn't let us hang out with him, and things like that. So the new partner definitely seems to be very clingy, very controlling. And since for a lot of you, like I said, this guy is a cheater, I don't think that the new partner should be very relaxed, because if he can leave you for her, he can leave her for somebody else. All right, let's see what else comes up. So we have despondence, wisdom of the magi, which says mental clarity, and we have community. And it did say someone's trying to come between you and a friend. And if you look at the community card over here, none of these three women are looking at each other. They're all sitting together, of course, but they all seem to be doing their own thing. Some of them definitely seem to be zoned out. Nobody, it looks rather, it looks beautiful, but the energy seems very boring. Like nobody's interested to talk to each other. Nobody's interested in talking to each other. So that's what it feels like. Even though yes, this is a relationship, they are a couple, they're dating each other, but there is no chemistry, and I don't think either of them even bother that much to make an effort to become a part of their partner's community. Like this current partner of theirs, like I've already told you, does not get along well with their friends. And because of her, this person has been disconnected from their friend circle. I don't think that this individual has done the same to their partner. Like, I don't think that the person on your mind has created any wedge between their current partner and their current partner's friends. But I don't think both sets of friends get along well with each other or hang out with each other. Despondence over here, in any case, is making it very clear that there's a lot of dull, sad energy in this relationship. In fact, with mental clarity over here and despondence, it seems like oftentimes the person on your mind feels like an absolute loser for doing what it is that they did to you and for the outcome of the situation with you. Because honestly, with despondence, what I'm hearing is that when this individual had cheated on you, and for those of you for whom this individual had cheated on you, they were honestly expecting that because you are so affectionate and because you are so nice and loving and nurturing, you would take them back. Like they would say one apology from their side, one sorry with some crocodile tears, and you would take them back. But you didn't. And they were not expecting this. They thought that just like how previously they could have manipulated you, maybe previously also they had cheated on you, maybe previously too they had lied to you, but back then they were able to trick you into forgiving them. This time they couldn't. And so when nobody else would take them, they had to go back to the person who had in the first place created a rift between you and them. Although, of course, a lot of the credit goes to the person on your mind as well for putting themselves in this situation in the first place. In fact, with mental clarity over here and despondence, I don't think the person on your mind is himself very clear about how they feel about their current partner. I don't think they have a lot of mental clarity about it. It just seems to be something that they are going along with. In fact, because we do have the energy of vacation over here, there is almost this autopilot energy to it. You know, like, yeah, okay, I live with this person, I hang out with this person, and just the days are passing by, the connection is proceeding. It's proceeding, but then is it progressing? Doesn't seem like it. In fact, with the energy of despondence over here and community, for those of you, and this is a very specific message, so might not resonate with all of you, but for those of you for whom this person has had a child with their current partner, I don't think that unfortunately they're very attached to the child either. In fact, ever since they've had a child, it seems like the bitterness between them has increased. There are a lot of fights, a lot of discontentment that's been going on. But with community over here, maybe they're staying together for the sake of the child, trying their level best to provide a stable environment for the sake of the child. But are they getting along well with each other? Doesn't seem like it, because this is a very disgruntled expression over here. So it seems like the person on your mind tries to stay zoned out for as much as possible, because each time they snap back into reality with mental clarity and flag, it hits them who they're with and how they landed themselves in this soup in the first place, and they don't like how it feels. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, and we have the Three of Wands. With the Hermit, mental clarity, and Three of Wands, I do feel like it has now occurred to this person exactly what it is that they did to you. They shouldn't have done that. They are getting that realization now. But with the presence of the Three of Wands and with the Four of Pentacles over here, they know that you're closed off. They know that you have now put up very strict boundaries and there's no way in hell you're going to take them back. And so, with the Four of Wands and the Hermit, they're basically stuck in this situation because they cannot just make a U turn and come back to you. And other than you, there are no other options, like I said. Also, with the presence of the Hermit over here and the Three of Wands, especially, there definitely is a degree of emotional distance between both the people. They might be staying together, they might be in a relationship, but just that warmth and that compassion and that love, it feels like it's missing. In fact, with the Four of Pentacles over here, it feels more like a comfort zone at this point and less like a relationship. Comfort zone because, like I said, there are no other options available. And this person with the Hermit card over here and the Three of Wands dreads the idea of being by themselves. But what is extremely sad is that even though they are constantly surrounded by a so called partner, they still feel alone. They still feel isolated because makes sense. We did have the Three of Wands over here and the flag card with do not be tempted to lower your standards. So the standards don't match. Maybe the wavelength doesn't match. So that is an issue. It honestly seems like this person is stuck with the wrong choice that they made. They're stuck with the wrong decisions that they made. And now there's nothing that they can do about it. They have been alienated by you, rightly so, because of whatever it is that they might have done. They're feeling alienated by their community, by their friends as well. So they don't have anywhere else to go other than whoever this current partner of theirs is. And with the Hermit card over here and the Four of Pentacles, despondence, there is no attachment as such. So, yeah, they're definitely not happy, but it seems like they have no other choice at this point rather than staying with this person because, like I said, if it was somebody else, they would have left the person if they weren't happy and they would have moved on in their life. But this individual specifically has a very hard time staying all by themselves. They do not like being alone. They equate being single with being lonely. And so that's the issue over here, because of which they are with whoever it is that they are right now. But it isn't picture perfect relationship for sure. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's find out whether the person on your mind is happy with their current partner or not. Let's take a look at your tea leaves first. So the cards that came out for you guys are Heart, which says love, deep affection and caring. Then we have Basket, which says recognition, reward for merit. And we have Gavel, which says involvement with the law. Now, up until here, I was like, okay. But then, when I look at Gavel along with reward, it seems like it's telling a different story altogether. Let me gather my thoughts. It honestly feels like the person on your mind has no option but to be in a relationship with whoever this person is, because they're either indebted to this individual somehow, or they are getting something big in exchange for dating this particular person. It's almost as if this love has been bought. That's what it seems like. It seems like a contract, it seems like a transaction of sorts. Like, okay, if you date my daughter, I'll make you a partner in my company, or okay, if you date my daughter, I'll pay off all your debts, something like that. It's also possible that whoever is the current partner of the person on your mind might herself be helping out this individual some way. Maybe this person's current partner is financially quite stable, very, very well off, old money, family, has lots of generational wealth. And ever since, and you might have noticed this, in case, especially if you guys are connected on social media, you might have noticed that ever since the person on your mind has started dating this particular person, there has been a sudden upgrade of their lifestyle. And this current partner of theirs might be spoiling them with expensive gifts and trips and God knows what. And this is especially true if the person on your mind and their current partner both work at the same place, and if the current partner is a higher up in the organization or related to some higher up of the organization. Because, like I said, the heart as a standalone energy was good. But then these two cards, and of course, you know how tarot readings work. We have to see the whole picture. This seems transactional. And another message that I just got, group three, is that whoever this ex of yours is, or the person on your mind, might be the kind of individual who prioritizes material things over emotions. So it's highly likely that it did not matter to them at all how much you loved them or how much you valued them or how much you were willing to give up for them. They chose the person who was wealthier than you, and if not herself, they chose somebody whose family was, like financially better off as compared to yours, because material things, comfort, luxury, all of those things mattered more to the person on your mind. In fact, with the energy of justice over here, with the gavel reminding me of the scales, it's quite possible that the person on your mind thought that, I deserve someone, or someone, who's very rich or comes from a family that's very loaded, will be a better match for me. I feel like I'll be able to live a better life with somebody like that. So with gavel and heart, initially when this person on your mind was in a relationship with you, like I said, initially everything could have been really nice between you both, to a point wherein you were almost positive that this is the person that I'm going to end up with, because that might have been the level of love, attention and care that they showered you with. But as things started getting more serious, their practicality and their logic devoid of any emotions kicked in, and they thought that it's not the time to think from my heart right now. I need to use my head. I need to be smart about this. And it was like a business decision, honestly speaking, which one of these two will be more profitable for me going ahead in my life. And if they thought that it's going to be, the person that they're currently with, so that could have been the reason why they chose that person. Okay, let's take a look at some more cards now. So we have guilt, Archangel Zadkiel, which says self acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. And we have Yin Yang. It's very interesting that the woman in the guilt card is handcuffed, and we have the energy of gavel over here. And then behind the woman in the guilt card, there seems to be like a person struggling with perhaps alcoholism or something like that. So, this reminds me of one of the earlier messages that I was channeling, that perhaps the only reason why the person on your mind is dating their current partner is because their hands are tied. Some sort of debt or some sort of big favor has been done unto them or their family by either the current partner or the current partner's family. And so now they've been sent on that guilt trip by that current partner or her family. That, look, we did so much for you, we did so much for this XYZ relative of yours, so you have to date me now. Which could have been the nature of the business. That could have been the transaction, that, oh, I'll give you money, but in exchange for that, you have to give me commitment. And it's quite possible, of course, that the guilt over here for few of you might be the guilt of them leaving you. Like, they know the impact that it would have had on you, and so they might be feeling guilty about it. But since, I mean, because of this handcuff over here, it's like there's nothing that they can do about it. Somewhere with self acceptance and forgiveness, it does seem like they've made peace with their situation, that, okay, this is what it is now, this is what I've gotten myself into. um, I cannot get out of this. If this individual is married to their current partner, there could have been a very tricky prenup that they could have signed, something along those lines, which is why too there's no way out, because that's what I just heard, there's no way out. And with yin yang over here being polar opposite to the energy of guilt, because if this was genuinely their divine counterpart, they wouldn't feel guilty for being with this person. They wouldn't feel guilty about whatever it is that they did, because they would have been of the opinion, like, oh, all's fair in love and war, and this is my true love, so I did what I had to. But that is not the case with these energies over here. So, oh, and because I said that for a few of you, when it came down to choosing a partner, the person on your mind thought that, oh, this is going to be a better fit for me because wealth wise or societal standards wise, we are a better match. For a few of you, that might be what's being indicated over here with the yin and yang. But otherwise, it seems like what looks like a perfect couple from the outside, because with yin yang and the energy of heart, it is highly likely that it seems like these two are a match made in heaven or a perfect match. People might be talking about this couple a lot, but behind locked doors, this might have been the reality. This is the reality of the situation actually, that one partner is trapped, and it's quite possible that the other partner actually might be too dependent on them at this point. It feels like they're serving their time for something. Okay, let's let's find out more with your tarot cards. So we have the Chariot, the Hanged Man almost immediately, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is what's interesting, that right after the energy of Chariot, we have the blockage over here, which is the Hanged Man's energy. Oh, and it makes sense because we did have this handcuff over here, and now we have the Hanged Man. So what this tells me is that for a lot of you, it's not like the person on your mind hasn't ever considered or they've never thought about leaving this individual. They have. They most definitely have. In fact, there does seem to be some restlessness around that topic, especially, these horses, they're not facing in the same direction. So I don't think there's a whole lot of compatibility between these two, but somehow, the relationship is moving forward, and each time they think about leaving, it is exactly this handcuff, not a little literal handcuff, but it is this, you can say, obligation or contract or this debt that they have to pay off to their current partner, whatever it is, that might be what holds them back. And for the other half, it might be their guilt of hurting you that holds them back, because then they pause and think to themselves that, okay, even if I leave my current partner, I can't go back to group 3 because of what I did to them. So that door has been closed now. With the Seven of Pentacles, there is this rather dull energy, you can say, of, well, I guess I'll just have to sit this one out. I guess I'll just have to wait and watch how this unfolds for me, because right now there does not seem to be a whole lot of excitement. And I also heard I did this to myself. So I'm not sure exactly how does this phrase fit, depending upon the different situations that the different people who've chosen group 3 might be playing out. But because we have gavel over here, which talks about justice, and I heard, what was it that I just heard? Shit, I completely. What was it? I did this to myself. Yeah. So this might actually be some sort of karmic justice that's happening right now with this person. Some sort of karmic punishment that they're getting. Like, you don't deserve to be with somebody like group 3. What you deserve is to be trapped in a relationship with your current partner, which will feel more like a prison term and less like a happy relationship, no matter how much you might paint it with beautiful colors to make it presentable from the outside. somewhere though, because we do have, like I said, this energy of self acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness, know for a fact that even if this person never approaches you directly to apologize, I do feel like they have forgiven themselves for what they've done to you, and it is so that they can find some degree of peace. They might have found peace, honestly, but as such, I'm not seeing any happiness. Since we have the energy of heart over here with the Seven of Pentacles, of course, there might come a time when these two have spent enough years together, and so then gradually they'll become very habitual to each other's presence and they'll make peace with their situation. But as of now, like I said, it's just something that they are compelled to do. Like they have no other option. They have to do this. But this is only for those of you for whom the person on your mind was not materialistic. If they are somebody who's materialistic and who left you only because you did not have as much money as their current partner, in that case, with the gavel over here, rest assured that even if right now they might be, like, oh, this is what I always wanted, yes, my wish has been granted, I'm finally with somebody who's an equal to me, shit is going to hit the roof pretty soon. And after that, with the hangman over here, it'll just look like, what did I get myself into and how do I get myself out of this? All right, looks like I cannot get myself out of this, so I'm just going to have to sit and suffer for the rest of it, for however long it is that this lasts. All right, group 3. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.